Hey everybody, welcome back to the Backyard Battalion. We're settling down here. The show season is over. Parade season's pretty much over too. And I just wanted to take everybody through and show what's going to be coming up on the channel and what our progress is concerning the vehicles in the fleet. We still have a couple of vehicles that are on duty in Pennsylvania, so not all of them are here, but I think now is the best time to take you guys on the tour of what we've got going on over here. And yeah, so without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first up to bat is the 1945 Willis MB project. We've made quite a bit of headway on this in the last year, and I'm really excited to finally start seeing it come together. The engine is rebuilt. It runs quite well. I have the original carburetor set up on this. It's giving a little bit of a headache at the moment. I think it's the accelerator pump in it. But the engine does run. It does run very nicely. I do have this set up for the T1 Westinghouse air compressor. Look for a video on the first time we test fire that. I'm really excited about it. We bought a belt from AutoZone, and unfortunately it's too short. So that's going to be this week's goal. Is to get that a bigger belt. Moving right along, the frame is holding together very nicely. We're finishing hooking up the deep mud exhaust here, and it's coming together very, very well. We're not done with it yet, obviously. Moving back this way, but this is really, really coming together very nicely. I'm very happy with how it's going. Will you see it on the road next year? That's the plan. I'm thinking we can pull it off. A lot of the sub-assemblies we have put together already, such as the front grille assembly with the headlights and the marker lights and all that. That's ready to go. Why is it gray? Because it's a U.S. Navy Jeep. I bought these tow hooks from General Taylor's, Motorpool and Surplus. These are excellent, made in the USA repros. I got a set for the front and the back. And I got these tow hooks, these ram's horn tow hooks from a friend of mine who also has a Navy Jeep. This Jeep is a kind of a salad, so it's not all completely original, but I have sourced as many original parts as I can to make it as accurately, historically accurate as I can. The engine is an original 1945 motor. And everything else I've pretty much sourced from all over the internet. General Taylor's, Motorpool and Surplus. Again, huge shout out to Derek and his wife. The majority of the parts you see on these shelves for this project have come from them. And I'm very excited to see these parts finally get into action, especially my blackout marker light here. For some reason, I'm really excited about that. It still has original navy gray paint on it. That's how Derek found it. I bought it right away. And this beautiful NOS new old stock blackout driving light. Can't wait to mount that. But we gotta get the rest of this done first, and the fenders await. So moving right along. Now, this has been my pride and joy over here, and I apologize for the bad lighting. I'm kind of doing this on the fly. Thought I would do this since I was here with no noise in the shop. We are just getting wrapped up-ish on the body. I cut the floor out. I've got the new floor panel nearby, and we're going to be fitting that. My dear friend Patrick has been the spearhead on this. His brother Paul encouraged me to get started on it earlier this year, and Patrick in the last couple of weekends has really just been amazing in welding all this in. So the passenger side floor went in. It's nice and square, looks great. I welded in the shock absorber cover here the other day. We're going to do a lot of grinding and getting this all cleaned up, but this body's about 75-80% done now. Once this is done and the side here gets finished, we're golden. And this body will be ready for paint, and it will be painted green then gray. Here's the front seat, front floor, and here is the fuel tank well ready to go. Already stamped the holes for where we welded in place. Really excited about this. My uncle Ken, has been instrumental in helping us get a good welder, get it set it up, and it has been an absolute champion. It's done everything we've asked it to. So yeah, if you're looking for a quality welder for a home hobbyist, Prime Weld. Man, I'm making a lot of shout outs in this video, but I can't help it. We elected to keep the original steps here, or whatever these are called. They had already received plate repairs. We're gonna grind it down right here and make it a little nicer. But the whole idea was to not take every single dent and repair out of the body, because a lot of this is original. It does have new floors. It had to get new floors, but we're saving the transmission hump. And the side here, there was a hole here and a hole here and a holes up in here. And Patrick went through, and I got him some sheet steel and just filled all that in. Really looking forward to getting that finished up. It's coming along very, very well. So will we see the 45 MB on the road next year? That is the goal. So that is what's going on currently in the shop, and I'm going to take you out to the big building for our winter maintenance plans. So we're going to start with the Farmall. Probably the best $800 I ever spent. I love this little tractor, and right now it's not running, and it took me a couple of minutes finagling with it to figure out why. The culprit is somewhere in this area right here. We'll just leave it at that. And so we'll move on. But yeah, this thing runs like a champion. You can't ask for more out of it. This is where it's going to live this winter, out here on the patio area. Good little spot for it. I'm looking forward to using it next year. We do have plans to restore this, but not right now. It's just going to be our yard dog. So we'll just move right on, and I'm going to take out the front here, because we brought one of our trucks back from Pennsylvania yesterday. So the big project is going to be the WC here. This is a 1942 WC55, retrograded to a WC52 bed in 1943, June of 43, if I recall the data plate. Is it a Dodge WC55? Yes, it is. How do you know this, Andrew? I will show you. Right here. This is the angle plate for where the 37mm gun would mount up. So that's a dead giveaway. So we have fuel delivery issues here, and we have ignition issues here, and starter issues here, and now we have the space to actually go through it. It ran beautifully when it ran, so now we get to figure out why it's not and get it running again. We got a couple of ideas. We're going to swap out fuel pumps on it. The fuel pump in this one doesn't have any sort of primer lever, and I think it would really help out if it did, so we might be doing that. But yeah, all kinds of fun little things to do on this. Hopefully we'll have her on the road again next year a lot more consistently. She's been sitting about 1.5 to 2 years since it last ran. Haven't had the time to go get it, but now she's here. He's here. It is Brutus. I plan on updating the paint job a little bit. We're going to be going with a more North Africa campaign kind of thing. So just stay tuned for that. I'll have it up on the YouTube channel when we do it, because this is the back roads and we want to look nice on the back roads. Moose swinging over to younger brother Ollie, the M37. We have a axle seal leak forward side. It's not serious. It is piddling a bit. It's not terrible though, but I do want to address some things under there. Thing runs like a top, so there's not much to do with this. I will be running it one more time this season, and let me see if I can bring you guys out a little bit. There we go. But yeah, we're just going to be doing some minor leakage settlement issues. Might take the rear wheel off and actually get the right tube. The tubes from Summit Racing were awful. And this one actually went flat earlier this year, right before Memorial Day. So that was an emergency fix that I had to do. And we put the right tube in there. It's been great ever since. So this other side, you can already see it's kind of going flat. So that's going to be an issue to fix. Deuce and a half. We have a fuel lift, I think it's called the lift pump. The fuel lifting pump. It's not my truck, I don't know. But this pump that lives right in here, this pump is dead. I was able to start it today, but it took forever to crank. So we got that issue. We want to do spin-on filters, do that modification. So we've got some things lined up for this. I'm trying to talk my dad into putting the Type C turbo in it. We'll see how that works out. Oh, golly, Ned, what a huge truck. M38 engine is still locked up. Will we get it loose? I don't know. Maybe make it a feature film. We're not really pressured on this vehicle right now. I have a whole bunch of parts for it over here, which I don't know if you can see, but I'm starting to fill the shelves with all the parts that I have acquired for it. On that note, this is the M38A1 engine that I picked up earlier this year out by Cedar Point area. Turns over, doesn't run yet. So we want to put that on the engine stand and figure out why. And I know it's the distributor, but we're also going to figure out if it's anything else. So stay tuned for that. That is a M38A1 F-head motor. We're going to swing around here and move back up the line. So the M38, nothing really in the cards, but you know, if we're bored and want to try to break the engine loose, we'll do a video on it. The next Jeep after the MB is done is going to be this 1952 M38A1. It already has cobwebs on it. Amazing how that is. Look at that. It's actually really cool. Look at that. Anyway, this is going to be the next one. It's in quite good condition. I bought this one last year. Had to go down near Cincinnati to pick it up. But I've been wanting one of these for quite some time, and I think this is going to be so much fun. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the F-head handles, and I hear they're a joy to drive. They're the best handling Jeep out of all the military Jeep varieties, so looking forward to getting started on this one. It's kind of I bought it like this. It's in all manner of parts here, which is why its name is Private Pile, because it literally is a pile of parts. But in general, it's in very good shape. Looking forward to it. The hood for it's right there. Let me swing around here for our last. I walked right by it. Right behind Ollie is Emmy. This is a 1953 Dodge M37, and I have been talked to on several occasions that I need to not restore this, but leave it alone. And I'm not sure. I kind of want to leave it up to, what do you guys think? Bleep bloop it down in the comments section or whatever. Should I restore it, or should I get her running and drive it as is? It is a very cool ex-Air Force fire truck. Got it from a friend of mine out of Danville, Ohio. And after Paul, Patrick, and I cleaned it up, it really, the oil, we gave it, like, rubbed it down with oil and stuff. It really popped. That's faded a little bit now, but, you know, it doesn't mean we can't do it again. Original engine inside. Don't know if we're hooked or not. Are we hooked? We are not hooked. It's got the original. I cannot do this one-handed. Don't just trust me when I say it's got the original 24-volt system in it and the original 6-cylinder engine. So with that out of the way, we just need to get it running. It'll turn over, but it will not fire. The siren is awesome. It works great. And the emergency light up there, the beacon, that works as well. So we got the potential here for a nice little survivor. I typically don't do survivors, but people have been talking to me saying that I should keep it the way it is permanently. And I'm wondering if, I was thinking, you know, drive it for 1 year and then leave it and then take it in and restore it. I don't know. It really isn't in that bad a shape. It's been sitting outside for the majority of its life. Not very many miles on it. You know, it is really cool. I will say it is an awesome truck. So what do you guys think? Should I leave it and drive it as is? Or should I compromise and drive it this way for a season, then restore it back to its Strata Blue paint and Air Force markings? What do you think? What should I do? I don't know. Love it just the same. So those are my 2 M37s there, and then the M37's dad. Other projects, we need to get the lights going in here. It's kind of late in the season for that, but we did get the lights hung this year. We just need to run the electrical out here. So we're kind of running out of time for that, but we'll eventually get it going. That and getting 220 volt out to the garage so we can weld with 220. We're running 120 right now. So, but yeah, that's about it, folks. That's what the plans are. Get this running, get that sealed up. Emmy will wait till spring. The Deuce, the modifications to spin-on oil filters, we will do in the spring, but we got to get that lift pump or whatever replaced. And then Private Pile back there in the back, he's next up, but he won't be touched this winter for sure. So there it is. That's Backyard Battalion's plans for the winter. Drop a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Looking forward to pushing this content out with a more regularity. Kind of fallen behind on my personal schedule just as the kids have gotten back into school and stuff. So it's been super busy, but we're going to get the hang of this YouTube thing yet. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching this overview, and stay tuned for more content. We got a lot of vehicles to work on and a lot coming up. And yeah, keep wrenching, keep driving, folks. Thanks for watching.